Guys, hello everyone. I hope you are doing fine from wherever you are in the world. On my side, I am doing fine here in the village. And guys, if you are seeing this face for the first time, I am the countryside Jewel. I do village lifestyle in Kenya, Africa, in a place called Embu County, in one of the villages in Embu County. That's where I live. As you can see from my background, I am a village girl and I do farming a lot. So guys, it is another day. I've been away for some time because, as you know guys, we have been doing weeding in the other farm, and it was it did not go as I expected, because I thought the weeding will take like 2 days, but we did not manage to finish the area within 2 days. So it has taken around, today is the third day while doing the weeding, and I did not go there very early in the morning. I have been checking on the people who are doing the weeding for me, and there are people who know what they are doing. You don't need to be there every time supervising them on what to do. So I did not wake up very early in the morning to go and monitor them. They have been doing a good job, but later in the day I always go there and check on them and how everything is going on. You know guys, you have to be around as your work is being done. It is a good thing to supervise your work because your work will be done according to your expectation. That is what one thing I've learned about living the village. It is good for you to supervise your work. So that is why I'm heading there to go and check on how they are doing, and I hope by tomorrow we'll be done with the work. But I think it was me who had not figured out how the weeding is done hardly in our area. So within the 2 days it was not possible, to be honest, because the area is quite big for 5 people to complete weeding within 2 days. So at first I thought they were joking all playing around with my mind, but even looking at how the speed they are doing and how they are doing their work, I noticed that they are really trying their level best to make sure that they do the weeding. So guys, welcome back, and if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe, like, comment and share, and press the notification bell to get notified anytime I post a video. Please guys, subscribe. I'm road to 1K subscribers, and I hope by the help of you guys I'm going to achieve that. So guys, please subscribe if you have not subscribed, and if you are new here, also subscribe guys, and like the video, comment and share, and press the notification bell. So guys, let me head there. When I reach there, I'll give you a tour of how the weeding is being done and how how we have gone so far. So guys, welcome. I am at the farm, and so far so good. You can see guys comparing to the first day. On the day that we started weeding, the weeds were all over the place, the farm, and at least now the only remaining part is there at the far end. That is the only remaining part, and right now they are clearing at that side at the far end, and then they'll go and then start with that area. And they have told me tomorrow they are going to be done, but I'm not complaining, because even the person that had uh, rented someone to plant on this area sometimes back, so she has told me the budget that she was using for the weeding is the same amount that I have used, but for her she used to have 15 people, and they'll finish the whole farm for 2 days. So you know guys, I had not learned about the tips of of this area of farming. So that is another tip that I've learned. Next time when I'm doing weeding, I'll have to call like 15 people so that they can finish the work in 2 days, to avoid uh, that monotonous of weeding and every weeding for a week. You know, it is hectic. And this farm and my homestead, it is a distance, so I normally come here with matatu, so it is not somewhere that is near my home. So I've, I think for using 15 people to do the weeding for 2 days, it will be a good advantage for me to avoid the coming in and out for a whole week, and I'm using transport money. So I'll prefer, next time I'll prefer that. And this is the progress so far. You can see, guys, the farm at least looks clear, not like the other day, and I feel better. And let me show you the progress and some things which I think I'll need some correction, like some maize have been attacked by some small worms. I think they need some spray to be sprayed so that they can is it die, because guys, I've invested in this farm a lot, and I will not like a situation where I've invested so much in this farm, then it ends up giving me nothing. So just a small amount of spraying will not kill me. So guys, let me show you guys the worms that I'm talking about. I think they need some spray after weeding. After they are done with the whole weeding of the farm, then we are going to know how we are going to do away with the small worm. This is what I'm talking about, guys. The worms have attacked a few maize here and there, so they need to be sprayed so that they do not spread to the whole farm. I need to spray them after weeding. And guys, one advantage of that has occurred during this season of weeding in my farm, it's like the rains had given us some break. So after they are done with weeding, the weeds are getting dried up by the hot sun, and I really thank God, because after the weeding, the weed will not grow again. So we'll be waiting for the next round of rain without the weeds growing again and again. They have all dried up. They really thank God for that. See, guys, they have all dried up, and by the time that the rains will be back, the weeds will be dry, and my farm will be at least be protected from the next round of the weeds. And the sun right now is very, very hot. Like from when we started the weeding, it has never rained again. But for me, I think I'm on the safe side, because imagine, you can't do it the weeding when the rain is raining. So I am praying God that the rains will rain after we are done, because it's like the portion that is remaining is for a portion that can be done within 1 day. So I really hope that the rains will give me that a good break for me to finish the progress I have for the farm, the weeding, and that problem that I've showed you, the worms which are on the maize. You can see even in this area. But for the next one, the next maize, the worms are not in the next maize. So if I don't figure out what I'm going to do away with those worms, they are going to affect the whole garden, and I really don't wish for that. So I'll have to be fast about knowing what I'm going to do with that worm or the disease that has affected the maize. And one thing about Embu County, they do their weeding with a panga, and it is a new thing to me because I'm not used to doing weeding with a panga. For me, I was raised doing the weeding with a djembe, so I always find it hectic doing the weeding with a panga. And imagine, for the people working for me, they have done the whole weeding of the farm using a panga. And up to date, I've never figured out how possible is that, because I think for me, bending is another hard work for me, because you know, when you are weeding in a panga, you have to bend up to the ground so you can remove the weeds very, very well. But for a djembe, you'll be on a standing position and you'll be doing your weeding. So for me, I'm used to doing the weeding with a djembe. And I normally find it very, very funny when they are doing their weeding with a panga. I wish I can go closer to them. I'll ask for their permission. You know, guys, you can't just disclose someone online without their permission. I'll ask them if they are comfortable for me to vlog their faces, and if they are not comfortable, I'll just vlog what they are doing. For me, I do respect someone's opinion and decision and what they are comfortable with, because even for me, sometimes back, I would never have loved someone taking me videos and I'm not comfortable with them. So let me go and ask them if they are comfortable, so I can show you guys how they do the weeding with a panga. And they've done the whole farm using a panga, and they have to bend. The only remaining part is the far end. And I told you guys I was a bit worried about the trees. I was worried if under the trees, if anything will grow, but to my surprise, even under the tree, the maize and the beans have grown so well. Even near the shade, there are some beans there, and they are so big. This is always a sign of the beans are almost, they will be almost start popping. So I had some doubts about under the tree if anything is going to grow because of the shade, but to my surprise, everything has grown so well, and I really thank God for that. Even under the other trees, they have grown so well. I told you guys I have 2 trees in the farm, which at first I told you guys that I have two trees at my farm. This one and another one at the far end. And at first, before planting, I had some thoughts of cutting the trees, because I thought that under the trees there's nothing which is going to grow because of the shade. You know, for the crop they need sunlight. So I had some thought of cutting them, but one of my subscriber, Grace, hi, she told me that I don't cut the trees, and I listened to that, and so far so good. And the other day when we were planting and it started raining, I saw the advantage of the trees, because we just stood under the trees and then we protected ourselves from the rains. So I'll not cut the trees, they'll remain there. We need trees in Africa. We really need trees, because they are just too for the purposes of shade. Even right now, as they do their weeding, they normally store their things under the tree. Like in the first days, they were storing in this tree because it was near where they were weeding. But for now, they are storing their things in the tree, which is at the far end, because that is the place which is a bit near where they are weeding. So far so good. I'm not going to cut the trees, they are going to remain there. Because God allowed me to have some 2 trees I really needed them for firewood. I really needed the 2 trees for firewood because in our area we normally buy firewood. That is another reality which I had to deal with, because where I was brought up, we normally go to a forest, even if it's someone forest, and then fetch the firewood and then bring them back home. But here in Embu, as long as by like in the area where I stay, I think if I build here, I'll just go to that forest and collect some firewood. But in the area where my home is, it's normally people have just small portion of land, a quarter or a half, and we are just near the marketplace. Like in my home, when I'm at my home, it's like 5 minutes to 2 to 3 minutes, then I'll be at the market. So there's nowhere where you can fetch firewood. So but there is somewhere where we normally buy firewood if you want to cook with firewood. That's the main reason. Anytime I see a chance of having firewood, I normally take it very seriously. But they don't sell the firewood very expensive. Like with 200 bob you can get some good amount of firewood. So we just buy firewood here. But if I build here, I think I'll be out fetching firewood from that forest. My neighbor there, we have a forest there which has a lot of firewood, and I normally see them, my neighbors in this part of my farm. They normally fetch firewood from that forest, which is a thing which I'll be doing if I build here. I'll have taken that opportunity of fetching firewood from the forest, but for now I just buy firewood. In this part of the farm, we also have some very big trees. They are so big, and they are going up to the far end of the farm. But for the trees, we share them with my neighbor, where you can see the red iron sheet. When we are buying the land, the trees were there. So if I need a tree from this place, we'll have to talk with the neighbor, because we share these trees with the neighbor up to the far end. Because when we were buying the land, the trees were there. So if I need one or the neighbor needs one, we usually consult with each other. And there is the maize remains from the person who was renting my farm, and they are there. And when we were planting, you can see, guys, they have not rotten yet. They are still not ready. I needed to throw them at the farm, because you know, guys, when they rot, they turn into very good manure. So I needed to throw them at the farm, but they were so big. But like for now, next season I'll throw them here. You know, they are good manure. And you know, after planting, I closed this is the area which is supposed to be the gate, but we have closed that area with some branches of these trees. And after planting, I've never opened that area. We normally pass through a certain place at the far end, because I have a neighbor who has some goats and cows, and when I open this part, after they come from their home, they come running up to my farm, and I don't want to have some chaos with them, or their goats or their cow, to feed on my maize. So I've closed that part permanently, and with time I think I'm going to have a gate there for the security of my crops, and to prevent the goats and the cows from getting inside here and consuming the maize. Like, look at that. This is firewood. One you can see, this one is a very, very bad grass. It normally grows at some farm, but in my farm it has grown only in this area. And when we were planting, we did not we make sure that the plow did not touch this area, because if we made that mistake, the whole garden will be this grass would have spread in the whole farm, and I did not want that. So I told them to leave this a small part like that, and then when I'll harvest my crops, I'll come and then I'll bring someone to come and dig and remove all this grass from this part, because it is a very, very dangerous weed. If you make a mistake and then it is spread in your farm, the whole garden will be filled with this type of grass, and it is very hard to do weeding or to plow using the bulls when this weed is all over the farm. I have some neighbors chicken around there, and guys, this is the forest which I was telling you about. It is very big, a very, very big forest, and there is a pathway here, and I really don't know how people pass around there. And all of this is a very, very big forest, a very big forest, which borders the company which I showed you. I'll have a small video which has a clip of a certain company which is being built there, and my neighbor's dog is barking at me. That is a good advantage of having a dog. So I'm trying to pass through this path. This path, there is a path here, and this is normal in African villages. There is always some path, and I think people around here, they don't care. We have some courage, but even I've seen some motorbikes passing through here. And I thought I have never passed through here because I'm always afraid of the snakes, because the forest is quite big, a very, very big forest. So I was telling you guys, if I had built in my farm is just right there. You can see my maize. My farm is right there, and we are bordering with my neighbor using this tree. It's a very original tree to mark the border here in the village. And guys, I'm admiring this firewood. Imagine guys, all this firewood, and in my homestead I normally buy the firewood, but it is well, there's nothing we can do about it. So if I had built here, I would be coming here to fetch some firewood. Let me go back guys. I'm not used to that road. I've never passed around there, so it is safe for me to avoid that area. Let me go back to my farm. It's around 5 p.m. in the evening, and that is the time that we normally finish the weeding. The people are helping me in the garden. So they normally start their work at 8 a.m. Then they go for a lunch break at 1 to 2. Then after that they do the work until 5 p.m. in the evening. That is when we break to go home, and they have already gone home, and they have left a very small space which will be done tomorrow. And at least now, guys, I feel better even standing here and doing a video. At least you can see from the background, the farm is very, very clean. The only remaining part is there at the far end, a very small space. And I'm hoping that tomorrow we are going to be done. So guys, let me head home. We are going to meet again tomorrow, because even at home, the place that had done some small weeding, the weeds have started growing again. You know, guys, it has been raining, so after you remove the weeds, they grow again. And for me, I did the weeding when the rains were raining. And for this place, I'm a bit happy, because the whole days that the weeding has been done, it has not rained. So the weeds are, after removing the weeds, they are ending up drying up, and that is a very good thing. They are not going to grow again. So I'm happy about that. And this is the view of the farm today. The other part you can see because of the ant hill. Guys, there is an ant hill there, and I also planted some maize and the beans right there. I did not exclude it. And I really don't know how I can do away with it, but for now it is there. So this is the view of the farm today, and I think I'm going to go to the far end and show you guys the remaining part where we'll do the weeding tomorrow. And guys, if you are new in my channel and or you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel, guys. Help me reach 1k subscribers. Subscribe guys. Share, like, comment, and you can press the notification bell to get notified anytime I post a video, guys. Please, guys, please subscribe. And let me go to the far end. And I know by now the camera is shaking. It is because I'm using a phone. You know, when you are using a phone, there is a difference from using a phone and a camera. So the phone tends to shake when you are walking. Pray for me, guys, that one day I buy a camera. They'll be giving you a very good view of everything. This is the look from this hand. And the maize are a lot, guys. Maize are a lot. And I know the day I'll be coming here to harvest, I'll just come with lorries. Because we have put a lot of work here. We are hoping for the best in harvesting. You can see how the farm looks very, very clean. The weeds have dried up. So guys, let me show you. This is the part. This part which I'm telling you guys. No, it is shorter. From that end up to the far end, they have cut a space that is not done yet. We have some weeds. You can see, guys. See, guys, there are some weeds here. The remaining part up to the far end. That is the remaining area that I've shown you with the weeds, guys. And tomorrow we are going to be done. And if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. And bye bye for today, guys. Let me head home. It's a little bit far from where I live. I'll have to board a matatu. They charge 50 bob Kenya shilling to where I'm heading to. So there's like a distance from where I live. That's why we normally leave at 5. Even for the people who are doing the weeding, where they live is a bit far from here. They are not residents of here. I we came to know each other when I was planting. The person who was the owner of the plow and the bulls, I knew them. So it's the person who connected them to me, and they don't live around here. They normally come from a certain place around here, but it is a walking distance. So guys, bye bye for today. Subscribe guys, subscribe, like, comment and share. Encourage me guys to do more and more videos and help me reach 1K subscribers guys. So guys, bye bye for today. Let's meet tomorrow.